Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Houston Cougars and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game, Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Guys?
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And the Cougars kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He's changing the play. They'll go with a direct snap. Pushes ahead for one. It's second and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
he's brought down after a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Drops back. It's Hill. They're all over him. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Welcome to college, first carry for the freshman. Brought down at the 38, it's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Wants to throw on 1st. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Time to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rashada Downs going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Second and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Phased by that earlier 4th down failure, and will try for a second time in this one. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. 4th and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a 1st and goal situation because of good physical play.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hill. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's straight. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. First play of this drive. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Scott. Hits the afterburners. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Scott. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his man on the RPO. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Cougars. Took it all the way back to the house. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. The give on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Hill. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Fights off the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Hill. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's straight. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Left side is vacant. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Houston wants to play fast. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Long way to go on second down. Running. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback signaling to his guys. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Hill. Look out! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Sellers. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick give. It's Davis. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
One more snap coming before halftime. Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Gage. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's NC State looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the 1st, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
From the gun, it's Davis. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hand it to the back. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Right side, it's Gage. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's got the 1st down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Out wide left, it's Cotton. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just smothered on the play.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. It's caught, and he's brought down after a huge completion. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Hits inside, it's Davis. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Hill. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Danzy. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time. And listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference. And this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
Looking to throw again. Turns it upfield. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. quarterback changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabs it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They move on top here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The give to Davis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Second down to the air. Left side is Cantrell. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Snaps it in the shotgun. With the catch, it's Scott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The run inside. It's Davis. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Caught. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Plows through the defense. And runs through another one. Touchdown, Cougars! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Hill. Throws to the tight end. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Second and long here. He wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw one first. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Hill. And it's picked off for the third time today. Turning it on. He's at the top. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What a play by this defense. defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Defense all over it. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hill. Oh, pressure's coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Arkansas! So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.